Yeah, well, we'll let her roll just so we don't lose any audio. But boy, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know. That's why I am. I'll be trying to do something like hang my curtains, and my left arm is no good, right? And oh, I feel like my arm's gonna just fall right off or something.
Yeah,
it's horrible.
I got a problem with my right foot right now. The whole bottom of it is just freaking numb.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because my toes are numb. I've got peripheral neuropathy, and I'm not diabetic. And nobody can figure out why I have it. I think it's related to the back injury.
Probably.
You know, but of course, workers' comp, they tested it and said, oh, it's not the back injury.
Yeah, well,
of course.
All I know is I rolled a car and I had one good head-on collision.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I'm sure that my spinal column is not in the finest of shape.
Sure. And is it your right foot that's bothering you?
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you get, like in our car wreck, our driver, her foot, she's had like, I don't know how many surgeries on her foot, because her foot got smashed up under the gas pedal or something.
Yeah.
And she broke her leg and the whole 9 yards.
Oh, man.
She's had a bunch of surgeries. Her foot's just a mess.
Yeah.
So it could be, you know, some...
It's probably something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna let any frickin' doctors touch me anymore.
Well, that's the way, you know, I'm real picky.
I had enough of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm real picky. It's like, my doctors are all at St. Helena now. And
yeah.
They're good. And workers' comp, of course, has sent me to every shit doctor in the county, or out of county, for that matter, because I don't see county people for nothing. But then the accident was out of county, so all my...
There you go.
I had to go to San Francisco and Oakland and everywhere.
See, now you can see yourself on the camera.
Oh, I'll be damned. I'm going to have to sit down though, or I'm going to fall down. I can't stand up forever.
Oh, you want to?
And I can't sit down forever either.
Let me get you a chair there, Melissa. I mean, I didn't mean to get you involved in this. I mean, you come over on a simple chore and...
Well, that's okay. We never visit, so this is a visit.
Then we start BSing and you start
away.
Going with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
Let's see, we get you back in focus over there somewhere.
I'm gonna take my shirt off too because it gets warm in here. I got both my fans on. I have a ceiling fan, fortunately, in the living room, and then I've got a floor fan too, a big square one. I turned them both on a while ago because I was gone all day. I got doctor's appointments at the ass these days. I got one tomorrow again. You know, just kind of one thing after the other.
I understand your pain. You know, he's got piles of doctor's appointments, and it's like,
sure. And
you get one says, oh, you need a blood test on this day, and another, oh, but you need another blood test 3 days later.
Right, right.
And I'm going, fuck, I ain't driving down to Clear Lake 2 days in a row to get different blood tests.
I know. I drove clear there on Friday to, because I was supposed to have a chest x-ray before the surgery yesterday, right? And I couldn't get for one, I couldn't get the surgery scheduler to call me and tell me when my surgery was going to be for sure and what time I was supposed to show up at the hospital. And for two, I couldn't get the orders, the chest x-ray order at the hospital. So I called my doctor's office several times and talked to the surgeon scheduler a couple times, and she goes, I don't know anything about that. I said, you told me that 2 weeks ago. You know, and I said, you know, I need this chest x-ray, the surgery's supposed to be Tuesday. They got to get the chest x-ray done, and they got to get the results back before they can do the surgery. On Tuesday, this was Friday.
Oh, man.
And she goes, or I think that was Thursday, so I saw my doctor Thursday morning, and Thursday afternoon, this surgery person named Vicky was supposed to be in that afternoon. So when I got home, I called her up, and that's what I said. And she goes, well, I don't know anything about that, you know. She said, I'll just have to check and call you back. and so then Friday, I'm calling my doctor's office again several times. I called the hospital already a couple times. They still didn't have the order. You know, the x-ray person at Clear Lake was really nice about it because I actually ended up driving there on Friday because I had to go to Hidden Valley to a doctor's appointment. So I just went on to the hospital just to see. No, didn't have the order. So she said that she'd start calling them. She got in 7 o'clock on Monday morning, and she'd start calling them at 8 o'clock to get the order.
Richard, did you pass Melissa?
Oh, yeah.
Ashtray. She's over there struggling. That's okay. The floor is concrete and it's fireproof. So
Yeah.
we're good on that.
So, you know, it's like when I finally, so she calls me Monday morning finally around 10 o'clock. So it's Monday morning, it's 10 o'clock, I still don't have the x-ray. And now in the meantime I found out that I need an EKG also. And she starts talking about me going to St. Helena. I said, I'm in Lake County. I said, there's no way I'm going to drive down to St. Helena for this shit, you know. And I can't drive anyway. See, I need drivers if I drive. I can drive to Clear Lake or Lakeport, but you know. So she goes, "Now you be nice to me. You be nice to me, or I'm gonna hang up on you." I'm thinking, you haven't heard nothing about me not being nice yet. Bitch, you know? But I shut up because I thought I need this person to, you know, do this thing here. So I just kind of shut up. And sure enough, she called me back and said, "Okay, you're all set. You got the EKG orders and the X-ray orders at Clear Lake, and you can go there. And you're supposed to get to the hospital tomorrow morning at 6:30. Like she had done me a great favor or something, telling me all this shit." I said, "Thank you, Vicky." No, I had to drive all the way to Clear Lake again. I'd been there Friday.
Yeah.
I drive all the way back to Clear Lake, get that stuff done. It was just a pain in the ass. I thought, damn, you know.
Oh shit, that happened to us a couple of weeks back. He had an appointment with his heart doctor, I think it was, and he was supposed to get his blood work done. We went like Wednesday or something.
Yeah.
To get the blood work done.
Right.
We get home about 3:30 p.m. The phone rings. It's the family health clinic calling up, going, "Something happened to your blood sample. You'll have to come back again."
Oh my God, they lost it. They dropped it.
They dropped it. They did something, or the analog. Because really, people don't do anything more than draw the blood and, you know,
put the
label the
tubes in
vial,
a thing, right?
and it goes into some sort of frickin' machine that
Exactly, right.
does everything after that.
Right.
So either the machine was programmed wrong, they put them in the wrong slot.
Yeah, they got it mixed up with somebody else.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're like, "Oh, you'll have to come back." It's like, "Oh, sweet, yeah."
All the way back
Another
down to...
frickin' 50-mile fucking
Yeah,
drive
exactly. Right, right.
with the Looney Tunes down in Clear Lake.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's pathetic. I mean, it's just pathetic. I was at my doctor's office in Hidden Valley the other day. My GP's over there, Corey Warner. He's good. I like him.
Yeah.
And he's got a PA now that she's really good. Teresa, I saw her the other day. But when you know, she wanted to give me copies of the chest X-ray, or not the chest X-ray, but the blood result, some deal. Anyway, she handed me like 3 or 4 different pieces of paper, and then she said, "I'll be right back," and she walked back out. 2 of the papers were me, but the 3rd paper, and they were all paper clipped together, I mean stapled together, belonged to somebody else. Wasn't even me. And so when she came back in, I said, "This is not me." And she just looked at it like, "Oh, damn," you know. She didn't say anything, but it was like, "Oh, sorry about that."
Well, you know, with the whole paper thing with records and shit, can you just imagine when everything is forced upon being electronic medical records? How leaks are going to occur.
Well, I know. In fact, that's maybe how this happened, because see, they printed copies for me of something, and then somehow a copy of his stuff, it was some guy,
they were probably
rolled out with mine.
Right.
Then whoever just stapled them together and handed it to the doctor, like, here's your copies that you want.
Yeah, it could have been 3 different doctors requesting printouts of different things.
And so, and it told me
they
something.
all ended up in the printer, and somebody just went kaboom.
Yeah, and it told me something about this man. I mean, I didn't pay attention to what it was, because I don't care about that man, but it's like, you know, it's like it did. It said, "Well, the results of your whatever, and you need something else now," or something. You know, well, I don't need that information. You know, if I was the wrong person, I mean, I could have just stashed it, and who knows, right?
Well, and a lot of times them frickin' things, they got your Social Security
Exactly, that's
number
what I was going to say, yeah.
It's like
Your address and your phone number.
Somewhere embedded in your patient
how
ID.
old you are,
and,
you know, the whole 9 yards,
right.
yeah.
Mother's maiden name.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever you need to get a credit card.
Sure,
you
yeah.
know.
It's fierce, it's just awful. It is, it's awful. Yeah, I'm amazed at stuff, you know. My son has been amazed at stuff this entire year that he's been home, you know. Because he's trying to get into Long Beach as a transfer student from college, right?
Yeah.
And the stuff he had to go through, and he's still going through it. In fact, he called me this morning because he's going into film now. And he was, you know, first when he was getting out of the Army, you know, he was going to do FBI, CIA, you know, LAPD cop or something, because he was trained, you know,
right.
in the Army for whatever. And fortunately, he wants nothing to do with any of that anymore. And he's come up with a book series. When he was home about 9 months ago, he came up with this. You know, he's got like a series of 6 books in his head, and it's on his computer, all outlined and
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
And yeah, now his latest thing is, because I got my book published. I don't know if I told you that. It's
No,
called,
I don't think I
it's
heard that.
Euphoria and Other Things, and it's on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
And but I wrote it 40 years ago. It's a short fantasy novel, and it's based on my life and it's real stuff. There's these 2 characters, Wing and Splendor. Wing is this little innocent person or thing, whatever, and Splendor is this big, you know, mentor type all. You know, because Wing is so innocent, he just wants to draw him in, and you know, whatever. And it's good. I mean, I can write good. I haven't written in years, but it got me started again too, because I finally got the thing published last February. Because it sat on the shelf forever.
Yeah.
And then I hooked up with Trafford Publishing, which is a self-publishing outfit. They're good. And I hooked up with.
There's another one out there. I can't recall.
There's several. Dorrance Publishing is another one.
I know there's. Shit. It's probably that one. I think they do everything, including picture on coffee mugs and stuff.
Yeah.
That's another self-publishing one where you can get your bumper stickers and magnetic signs. And,
everything, sure.
You know.
Yeah, well, these people, I mean, they did a super job. It's a paperback, and it's about this big. It's like a 5 by 7 kind of. And Euphoria was a green pond. You know, that's how the book starts out. Euphoria was a green pond, and blah blah. And so I sent them a photo of a forest with a pond in front, a green pond in the front. And I said, I want something like this on the cover, you know. And they even outdid me. They have a forest and a pond, and Euphoria and Other Things is reflected in the pond. I mean, it's
so they did like the title and then.
Yeah, the photo and
then
the title, and then it's upside down in the pond.
Flip and.
Oh, it's amazing.
Reflection.
It's really cool. They did a really good job. Yeah. And there's a little blurb about me on the back with my picture that I took on my deck or something. You know, so I can't take very good pictures of myself because I can't aim it right or whatever. But I got one, you know, and so that's on the back with a little blurb about who I am, and it's really cool. Well, Jeremy got so jazzed that I actually got my book published, and there it was. I mean, he got my first copy, right? And it's like.
Signed by the author?
Oh, of course, yes. And I wrote on it, I said to Jeremy, you know, the budding author, because he's right there behind me, you know, and, but he did. He started thinking about this book series and came up with that, and now his latest thing is, though, he wants to turn it into screenplays and make them movies, you know, make a film, and he wants to outdo Star Wars. It's a combination of kind of science fiction and action hero, and it's about